Both on Thursday and today, you were saying, I want a response to the players. Well, you got it.
Yeah, I thought we were magnificent today. I'll be honest. I thought if you want a blueprint of how we want to play, and that's the bit we can play. We can different options. We can be long. We can be short. We can play. And I thought today to a man. I thought we were magnificent. We got caught. And what I really liked is today we were still calm, we still played, we still tried to work our way in, and we looked more threatening. And then they changed things at half time. We're going more direct on us because they couldn't deal with us. They couldn't deal with our speed on the top line. They couldn't deal with the way we were building in. So I think it's a response, but the reality is, I thought we were good first half. We just didn't score goals in Tuesday, and we have a bad second half. And we're going to have that. We're going to have moments where, it's not all going to be nice and work for us all the time. And the response is really good because it just shows what this group's got and the belief in what we're doing. And it's a bit of a process, but I thought today we were good, and they're a good team. They're a really good team, and I thought we were dominant throughout, really.
And you talk about response, so you don't ever want to go behind in the game, but by going behind, you've seen what your players. I'm sure you know what your players are made of, but you've seen what your players are made of.
I love the guys. I know what they're made of character-wise, but what today, like when we went behind, we were still calm. And we talked about that in the week. We talked about we're a good player, we're a good team. Like we need to be calm. We need to work our way in back to the game. And I thought that was that's what I really liked. I thought on Tuesday we went behind and we looked panicked, and we're playing long when we don't need to. And sometimes we need to. Sometimes we need to work our way in and play short. And we need to be able to have the maturity to be able to do both. And I thought today we had both. I thought we were stepping in at right times with the ball. We were playing through the lines right. When we landed on it, we looked calm in transition, and we had a threat on the top line. So I thought, one of the best performances for me, definitely this season.
Terrific cross from Dariqua for Ben's goal.
Yeah, it's a great cross. It's a great cross, and I just think it was important we talked to the nines about scoring goals. Like their job is to score, and they're doing loads and loads for us off the ball. And I thought today our first half press, they couldn't deal with it, and when we landed on things, it was fantastic because it was open. So we know the energy and the desire they have in the team, but sometimes they just need to make sure with the ball they're a bit more selfish, and I thought we saw that today.
And Bailey managed to get himself some space. I'm sure it's something you've worked out on training for the set piece.
Yeah, a little bit, but also that's Bailey. You see his leap. His leap's phenomenal, so I think there's a bit of working on it. There's a bit of Bailey, a lot of Bailey in there, and his power that he's got to be able to leap that. I thought it was a fantastic header. It was a really good header, but I always thought, even though we went 1-0 behind, and because we were calm, and we kept the ball well, and we moved the ball well, and we still hit him behind at the right times, I always thought we'd work our way back into the game. It just felt like we had control of the game, and I think that's what it was today.
And I've been told by our stats around the studio, Callum, that Bailey's got more goals, one more than Joe did at this stage in Joe's time at Lincoln, which gives you an idea of where he is.
Yeah, he's looked great, and they're young men, and he's growing into what we're trying to achieve. And he's growing into what we do, and I think today he looks even more dominant, which is great to see. And he's got power, he's got bits, and when he's scoring, it's a real threat. And I thought second half when he's gone down the side of him as well, and we could have got another goal when we put the ball across the box. And I just think it's great. And I think what's really, really pleasing, you've seen Lewis Monsomer today come back in the team, and he's been out. I think he's played 5 games in 2 years or 2 seasons or even more. He's been out 15 months, and he's had to work behind the scenes. He's had minutes in different competitions and things like that, but it's his first league start. I thought he was magnificent. If we can get Lewis Monsomer going again, it's great. But I think that just epitomises that group. He's 15 months without playing a league game, and then he comes in and it's magnificent.
And it says now a lot about your backline, doesn't it? You've got different sorts of centre halves for different games. They've got different strengths.
Yeah, and everyone's got different strengths in this team, and they need to be the best versions of themselves, and then different games have different solutions, if you like, and we have to find the solution to different games when we're out there. As much as when we're planning, we as a group need to find the different solutions out there, and I thought that's what they did well today. They thought the different solutions when things changed a bit more maturity in their game today than we saw in the week. But the reality is, we've been doing really well. We're getting results, and it's a tough game against Birmingham. Then we go away to Crawley. It's a tough game. We had a good first half. We didn't get there, but we're following the same thing. We're following the same process, and that's what you get for their hard work on the training pitch.
And you got a good amount of time out of Rico as well, perhaps a bit more than you were expecting?
Yeah, just pushing him a little bit really, but again, it's really good to have it. I think he gives us a bit more balance with his left foot on that side of the pitch, so he can get us up the pitch a little bit more. And I think we've missed him on that side because it's the balance, and we've had to play right-footed on the left. But I think you saw him today how good he is with the ball, and he tired second half, which was natural, and he'll be tired for Tuesday, so we'll have to see about that stuff. But we're just really pleased with the response. It's a big 3 points for us at home.
A couple of things to ask you about injury-wise. Ethan, first of all, coming off. What's the situation with him?
Yeah, we don't know yet. I suppose that's the only downside to the game. He's been ever present for us, so we don't know how long that is or what that is. He just felt something a bit strange, so we had to take precautions. So let's see. We'll have to wait on Monday, get the scan. But I thought when Conor McGrandles went in there, I thought we saw the old Conor McGrandles that we love seeing, and he just landed on things, passed well and calmed the game down. So I was really pleased with Conor how he was when he went in there.
And then just on Joven, how close is he to being
He's
available?
close, yeah, he's really close. Tuesday maybe not, but he's really close. If not Tuesday, it will be the next one. It's just we don't want to push him too soon with those types of injuries and lose him for 8-9 weeks. So, and that's the same. But he's very, very close now.
Michael, thank you.
Thank you.
It's Michael Skubala.
Well, Michael, a big result to bounce back from the disappointment of midweek.
Yeah, big result, but big performance as well. So I think results one thing as always, but I thought the performance outshone the result in some ways. But it's great to get both.
And it seems whoever you put up front at the moment scores goals. A couple of weeks ago it was Joven and Freddie, today Bailey and Ben.
Yeah, they've got to score goals. That's what they're here for. You know, they do. Like I said, they do so much good work for us off the ball. They do so much honest work, but ultimately their job is to score for us when that ball gets in the box. And I thought they did that well today.
And you must have been impressed with how your team controlled the game once you got yourselves ahead.
Yeah, I thought we were really in control. When we got ahead, we can deal with that really well. We've got real good character, but we controlled it without the ball and with the ball as time. So yeah, really pleased.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.